We are back here for another video today, and we're going to be covering the transition. Everybody's been talking about OpenClaw over the last few weeks, OpenClaw this, OpenClaw that, and as I'm sure many of you guys know or have seen through my last few streams, I've been working on OpenClaw and trying to make a workflow, essentially build me an agent that can get me to over $100,000 a month in revenue. Unfortunately, I think as I've come to use the tool more and more over the last few days, I've just come to find that it's unreliable. The updates crash everything. The agents don't coordinate really well with each other. You can't keep chaining them on to keep working forever. The kind of file orchestration of everything I don't particularly like. And I just found in my time of using OpenClaw, more time trying to set it up out of frustration than actually getting any benefit out of it. And so the reason why I didn't stream for the last few days is because I've been trying to get a new workflow together and show you guys exactly what it is that I'm doing now to take, essentially building a setup that can't make any money, right? OpenClaw, into one that I'm going to have literally running 24/7, making me cash. And so OpenClaw out, this new workflow that I'm about to show you guys today is in. And I'm very excited to go into it with you guys and show you exactly what it is that I'm doing. Now, before we begin, I just want to make sure that we're up and we're live here. So I'm going to check my YouTube page. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we're live. Is in, and I'm very okay. So we're live on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure we're about to be live on X. Let's see if we're going good on X. We're live on X. And we're going good on X. We're live on X. Fantastic. We are also live on Kick. Fantastic. We'll keep those off to the side. So if you guys ever want to hop in the chat, I'll be paying attention. I'm going to move this over to another page here so I can pay attention to any of you guys wanting to comment or engage. It will all be available for me to see on my other screen here. So, one sec, let me just get all this put together. Sick. Great. And I think that's it. We're good to go. How's it going? I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro. Javawan? Lawrence? I'm just going to call you Lawrence. Welcome, Lawrence. Appreciate you coming by. I know a few of you are here, 2 of you are here in YouTube. What's up, guys? I don't know if you guys are coming from Discord or from where, but over the last few days, I really appreciate the love I've gotten. Like my subscriber count doubled. I went from 20, 30 subscribers all the way up now to, 30 something or 60 something. And so I really appreciate it. Appreciate the love. And we're going to get right into things today, guys. Okay. So let me get right into the workflow. Where are we at? So let me pull this up. Where's it at? Fantastic. So, how are you building this agent, OpenClaw? No. So I'm not going to be building this agent with OpenClaw whatsoever. I'm actually now staying away from OpenClaw. I think OpenClaw, unfortunately, isn't the best. I think it's good for one-off workflows that you can essentially guide to have it do 1 or 2 things at a time. But having an agent run 24/7 trying to build you a business, I don't think it's particularly good at. I've just had a lot of frustration, and I think that it just hasn't done a great job of helping me get something off the ground. I spend all my fucking time just trying to get the thing to work. And I know many of you guys have left comments and shared on these videos. OpenClaw is really fucking frustrating. It's not helping you guys. It's not, getting the job done. And so the main thing that I want to do with this video today is illustrate to you how easy it is to set up an agent of your own and have it run for you in the way that you want it to run. Whatever workflows that you want to have run, you can set it up that way. And so let me just get into this here. So you guys can see here on my screen, I have cursor open. And essentially, I built this new app that I am making and I'm going to ship soon called Waybend. And what Waybend is it's going to be a 24/7 agent that goes on the internet, builds you whatever app idea that you have, app, info, product, TikTok page, etc. it will spin you up a website or it'll spin you up a product, and then it'll kind of put together a whole plan as to how it's going to make you money. And then I'm designing it in a way for it to be able to post on TikTok, make ads, message people on Reddit, message people on X, do any forms of online guerrilla marketing. You could top it up with cash and it'll go out and figure out how to use that cash to make money. But my objective with this is I should be able to put in an idea and the AI will pull a bunch of resources to figure out exactly how to build the agent or how to build the business, ship the product, go out and handle customer support, ship the thing, market the thing, iterate on the thing all the way up until it's making, $100 a month, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. That's really the core objective, with what it is that I'm trying to do. And, I think a handful of other people over the last few weeks have been experimenting with stuff roughly adjacent to this. There's like my friend, his name is Sejal. He built this thing called Conway Tech, and it's kind of like you give the thing a lot of money and it has to stay alive, right? It has to pull together resources and spend the money so that way it can, exist in the world and do things. And, I had another friend named Rashab. He made one like last year, give it the AI some tools and a handful of money and see how long it can survive. And then more recently, there's another one that I think came out maybe like a week or two ago called Pulsia. Yes, Lawrence, Pulsia. And, it's like kind of a thing that will go out on the internet and make you money or make some kind of business money. And, for the longest time over the last year, I've been thinking about AI entrepreneurs and how exactly you could give an agent a handful of cash and have it go out on the internet and try to make money. And then there's also one more that's a more premium product. This guy named Tom Osman. If you guys look up Tom Osman on Twitter, he built one that you pay like $4,000 a month and it'll just go insane with trying to build out your business. But a handful of these are kind of cropping up right now, and I want to build one myself and then also make it accessible to other people. I think I have my own beliefs as to how I think the agents should run, and more or less I think these agents now have gotten so intelligent and capable at running and controlling a computer that there's no reason at this point to not try to build an AI workforce that can, spin up businesses. I think it's going to happen this year that many of these products are going to take off. And I think a lot of people are going to ride this wave up and, create internet native businesses completely run and automated with AI. So, at a core of what it is that I'm trying to do, that's exactly what it is. Just an AI that goes out on the internet, comes up with ideas, or you bring the idea and then it'll market, build, scale, etc. the product until it makes a bunch of money. So, the way that I'm doing this, you guys can kind of see here, is there's two parts to it, right? There's the web product, so the actual UI that you can see online, which I can pull up right here. There's the actual product itself, and then there is, where is it at? And then there's the actual agent setup. And so I'm building an agent that will essentially kind of be broken down into a few parts. So if I open this up, you guys can see that the agent has multiple different sub-agents that are running. So you guys can see it. I have an ads agent, a content agent, an outreach agent, a product agent, and a strategist agent. And the way that a lot of people are setting up these workflows is you have one agent, the strategist, that essentially comes up with all of the ideas and then delegates the work to other agents. That's kind of like the state of the art workflow right now. It's kind of like if you imagine a business, the CEO that has the vision of how something should be done, and it delegates to the specialists. You have your product person that can write code. You have your marketing person that can make content. Your ads person that can make and run a performance marketing campaign. It's very much the same thing. Person with vision, specialist that can execute on it. And agents work much of the same way. So in this case, I have a strategist agent that I've set up where I can talk to this agent. It'll build a business, it'll think about it, it'll structure it in a really nice way, and then it'll start delegating to these other agents to do other things. So the product agent right now I've set up to do two things. So for those of you that are at home trying to figure out how do I get an AI to build apps for me automatically, here's what I'm doing. The first thing I'm doing is I'm getting the V1 out with V0. So I guess that's kind of confusing. Yeah, I'm getting the V1 out with V0. So if you're familiar, there's a site called v0.dev, and it's essentially kind of like what Lovable is, right? And I think that for a very first page or a very first version of the product, V0 is actually really good at making a beautiful looking product and getting it out the door immediately. And so I can go through a few examples here of some things that I've had my agent generate. Sometimes it comes out a little weird and it can iterate on it and fix it, but let me pull up one that's good. So yeah, this is a good example. This is something that it was able to do in one shot. So, no back and forth. It was able to generate this thing in one shot. And you can see finally, understand why your body resists weight loss and what you can do about it. And so this is an info product that teaches people how to lose weight. And it was able to put this together in one shot. Now, after the one shot is done, I get all the code back. And then once the code comes back to me, I use the Claude Agents SDK to iterate on it. So if you don't know what the Claude Agents SDK is, it's basically like Claude code, but in, online, like in the cloud. And so you could upload, an entire code base, and just like the Claude CLI, the Claude Code CLI, it'll open up all of your files. It'll go through all the files and build and ship products for you. Want to do an iteration of this for Pokemon mystery packs backed up by my companies for tech? You do that, my man. I'm going to focus on this thing in particular. But anyway, so the agent will basically kind of ship the V0 website, with v0.dev, and then it'll go and use the Claude code to iterate. So like, let's just say I want to add a payments page, or I want to, add a database and I want it to save information and all this other good stuff. I can then have my agent go out and iterate on this over and over and over again. So I don't think Claude is necessarily the best thing that there is today to one-shot a product and get it out the door. But I do think that V0 actually does quite a good job at shipping something. And so that's the first thing, right? Like, I couldn't get fucking OpenClaw to run v0.dev and then at the same time use this other agent. It just like, I don't know why. I could just be retarded, but it just took so long to do basic stuff. But I was able to get this workflow done for just this agent, 20 minutes. I'm not kidding. 20 minutes, man. Like, look at this. And if I pull up my product here, I click on website, and you can see right away, it's done. It's done. Your points are worth more than they're telling you. Every major points site earns a commission when you apply for a card. Pointful doesn't. That's why our advice is different. Get Pointful for $97. And obviously I could iterate on the copy and all that stuff, but it one-shotted this. And, it's not the most insane, crazy website, but for getting something out the door that's better than just, some agent that doesn't have a clear, vision of how to shape a site, it actually did a pretty good job. So, it was able to one-shot the site. So that's kind of how I'm setting up the product agent. V0 plus the Agents SDK, V0 to get off the ground, Agents SDK to iterate on the product over time. The next thing that I'm working on right now, and this is what I'm going to spend a lot of time on the video today, is content. So this is the holy grail for many of you. It's the holy grail for me, for sure, is nowadays making apps has become really easy, right? The question now for everybody is, how can we get a ridiculous volume of content out the door so that way we can bring more and more people to our app? There's this kid, actually he's the Cal AI founder's younger brother, and if you check this out, so for those of you that don't know, Cal AI was just acquired for, ostensibly in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And this kid, he's doing a really good job right now at marketing his app. And it's just because he's doing a ridiculous amount of volume of videos being posted every day. And it's called the Locked app. It's kind of like a workout accountability partner, but it's not like they're getting a lot of views, right? It's like 1,600 views, 2,400 views, 2,200 views. It's not getting a lot of views, but he just crossed 15K in MRR. And the thing that he does have going for him is he's posting between like 25 to 50 videos a day. And so if you could think about it, right? Like let's just average this out. If we were to take, let's just say his average video is doing 2,000. You got 1,600, 2,400, 2,200, 17, 15. Let's just say for the sake of argument, it's 2,000. And you're posting 50 videos a day. You're getting 100,000 views. 100,000 views. If you post 50 videos a day, and these videos are not particularly complex, right? Like, you look at this. A video of a guy doing bench, another guy doing a shoulder press with some like music on it. And it's not particularly impressive, but showing the app and boom, 2,000 views. And if you can do this over and over and over again, 50 times a day, that's where you start making money. That's where you start getting people to try what it is that you're doing. And you don't have to bet on the roulette game and hoping that it goes viral. Now, of course, hoping that it goes viral is a great idea. So, or wanting it to go viral is also a great idea. Now, so check this guy out. Check this one out. So this guy, this is the person that released the Larry skill. So if you do use OpenClaw, there's a skill that was released called the Larry skill, and this guy is still using it even after it's gone viral, even after everybody started talking about the Larry skill, Larry skill, Larry skill. You can see that this TikTok was made 2 days ago, and it has 200,000 views. Look at that, 261,000 views. Look at this. She's not wrong, but I can't afford to fix it, so I found this app that shows you what your room could look like. It auto-scrolls the slideshow, and it's using Nano Banana to take a before and after picture and different iterations of what it could look like. And of course, it references directly snuggly.app, right? It immediately references snuggly.app, and that's the domain. And I thought that was a really clever idea, just making tons of slideshows. It's not particularly complex. And so, I actually got waybend.com, pretty elite domain. And I'm going to post all my stuff here. I'm going to have my AIs posting all of its stuff here. And I'm going to just do a fuckload of slideshows, fuckload of short form videos, and I'm just going to absolutely drill this page. And my goal is to get, maybe on an Instagram page or something, YouTube Shorts page, 50 videos out a day. And then on the TikTok page, try to focus on maybe a few formats and get a few out a day. And I'm going to connect lots of different accounts to it and just, I'm talking like crank these motherfuckers out, man. I want to get between 20 to 50 videos posted per day across platforms. And I think that's just going to absolutely send this. And so now going back to the skill, the content skill, I'm going to set up two particular ones. And so you can see that they're empty right now. There's no skill in here yet. Actually, I wonder if I put them in here. No, content. Let's see if I put them anywhere. Wait, are we? Oh no, we're not in that. Okay, so it's in this agent. I did make some skills, and they are in this agent specifically, which I do need to fix because these skills that I'm compounding shouldn't grow in one agent. It should grow inside of the template. So blog, cheat sheet. So it's actually, this agent is saving a lot of information about what it's doing. If I can't find it in a second, I'll find it later. But I do know that it is saving memories. It is definitely saving memories. Maybe, was it that agent? Let me see. Pull this up. So ending in 735. I mean, I guess I can open it up here. Yeah, it is here. So I'll pull it up here just for the sake of ease. So recent memories, tools, config. So these are all the files for each of my agents. I mean, I guess it's a skill file template. I don't know. Maybe I deleted it because I did do a wipe earlier today. So maybe I don't have the actual .md file for this quite yet. Yeah, I probably don't have it quite yet. I swear, I thought I had it earlier today. doesn't make any sense. Just check one more time. Blog, no. Assets, assets. And then we'll go to content, skills. There we go. So here they are. So we can see we have two skills being created here. We have the short form video skill, and we also have the slideshow skill. So the slideshow skill I actually took directly from the Larry Brain one for making slideshows specifically. So I copied it and I made it more general so that way the AI can figure out dynamically what type of content we want to make specifically for Waybend. And for the short form video one, I actually found this really interesting thread on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it here really quick. It's from Ernesto, because he's well, this is interesting. It says Twitter live stream isn't working. Are you guys still in the chat? Are you guys still in the chat? I don't know. Twitter streaming is broken. I mean, I guess it was 2 hours ago. Whatever. I'm just going to assume it's not broken. So this guy wrote a really interesting thread here. $30,000 a month with AI influencers. The Gold Rush is here. Full guide on how to make, I gotta bookmark it, how to make 30K a month with AI influencers selling apps. So if you check it out, he has this whole thread on how to turn a simple video into something that can ostensibly perform well. And the basic of it, I won't go through the whole article here. The basic gist of it is that the way that it works is you generate a really good looking image with Nano Banana. And after you generate the image with Nano Banana, you use a model from ARCADS. ARCADS is very expensive, but you could use Sora 2 Pro or you could use Kling 3.0. Those are probably the two best ones up until Seedance 2.0 comes out. And what it will do is it'll take that really crisp image and turn it into a video that looks really good. So high quality image with Nano Banana, and then you animate the video with Kling or Seedance or Sora 2 Pro. And from there, you have this kind of workflow where depending on whatever it is that you're doing, you can generate, quick videos. Now, the thing is that like I was hinting at a second ago, the price of these videos is pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I pull up ARCADS here, it's ridiculous. Yeah, let me type in ARCADS pricing. Let's see. It's a little insane. Okay. It's gotten cheaper than that. It said 10 for 10 fucking videos. It's $110 a month. Let's see, ARCADS AI/pricing. All right. I don't understand why brands sometimes make it ridiculously fucking hard to just find their shit. So there we go. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this shit. $77 a month for 10 credits. That's $7.70 a video. I get that that's cheaper. That's way cheaper than paying a UGC creator. But come on. For an AI generated video, $7.70. Because if you take a look, dude, their site is so fucked up. Dude, I don't know why their site's so jank. But you can see here, Talking Actor ARCADS 1.0, 1 credit. Audio driven, omni-human, custom actor, 2 credits. 2 fucking credits. If you use 2 credits on one video and you get 10 per month, dude, that's $14 a video. That is insane. That is insane. That is insane. And so, and again, the only thing that ARCADS is using for the most part is the best video image generation model. So you might as well just go straight to the source because you just can't deal with this. Also, ARCADs, if you're watching this video, your yearly plan's kind of fucked up, because if you pay for the monthly plan, you get it at 77 bucks a month. But if you do it on the yearly plan, it's 88 bucks a month. Like, why would anyone pay for the yearly plan? Right? Like, why would anyone in their right mind ever pay for the yearly fucking plan when the yearly plan is $10 or more a month and you have to pay for it all up front? So I think that they're vibe coding a lot of shit and they're not paying attention, because this is a very easy spot. Like, it's even more expensive for the year. You know, I don't know what they're doing over at ARCADs, but, you know, I'd like to see better from them. But anyway, the best thing that you could possibly do is go to FAL AI. So FAL actually hosts the image generation models directly. And so if I type in FAL AI Kling 3.0, I can see image to video, because we want to use the Nano Banana, and I can use the FAL API right here for generating videos. So I'm going to be using Kling 3 because it's a lot cheaper than Sora 2 Pro. So if I type in Sora 2 Pro, you'll see that you're looking at 30 cents a second, okay? 30 cents a second. Bro, you generate a 30-second video, it's $9. Nuts. Nuts. And if you want to generate it at a higher resolution, 50 cents a second. These video models need to go down in price. Let me tell you. So, but versus Kling 3.0 is actually much cheaper. FAL AI pricing, so I'll pull that back up. Text to video starts at 16 seconds, or at 16 cents per second, so that's roughly half the price, and goes up to 39 seconds with Pro and with voice control. So a 5-second with O3 standard with audio costs, would be about $1.12, while a 5-second with V3 Pro would cost about $1.96. So you pay per second, text to video, 16 seconds, audio off, etc. So I did the math on this for a video that I want to do. I roughly want to shoot for a 7 to 10 second video, so nothing too long. And I want to copy this format. So let me see if I can pull this up here. Let me bring up my phone. I found a pretty good format for the video generation specifically. Because again, like, you don't have much time. You can't generate 30, 40 second videos at a reasonable price unless you just want to pump a shitload of money into it. But then you just add so much more variance to the actual cost. Or you add so much variance to the creative. Whereas you can get a viral video done for 10, 15 seconds or less easily. And so you might as well just go for the formats that are the most cost efficient right now. I hate how Instagram doesn't allow you to fucking share stuff. What? Let me see if I can share that somehow. Let's see. Okay. All right, I should have just received a DM from myself. Yep. So this is a format that I want to copy. So we'll check this out. So a basic video of a person walking around, a viral sound, and then some nice kind of like caption, 34 side quests that quadruple your aura. And if you see this on your phone, the way that it would work is you would see on the very bottom of your phone, like down here, you would see all the steps to quadruple your aura. And then you would tap it, and then a modal would come up with a list that you would read. And so while you're reading that list of all the things that you could do to quadruple your aura, this video is just on auto loop. And in this case, this video got this guy, I'm pretty sure, a few 100,000 views. So it got him 156,000 views, which is pretty good. Now, his whole page is essentially farming these types of videos. Few thousand, 26,000, 3,000, 6,000. And the way I see it is that you can just have a normal AI UGC person standing with the phone doing something, caption, long text. And I think I could farm that at scale. So slideshows, and then having Kling 3.0 or Nano Banana to Kling 3.0 generating videos like this. That's the workflow. That's what I'm trying to set up. That's what I think is going to produce some solid results. So, if you guys are at home and you're trying to figure out, okay, what workflow do I do? What do I want? How do I set up content at scale? I think this is a very reasonable experiment. You have one experiment that's actually working for this guy. Where is it at? For the Snuggly app. So you have one format that's working, printing hundreds of thousands of views, 414,000 views. And then you have another format that's also producing hundreds of thousands of views, but using a real person. But I think Kling is good enough to pass the test. And so that's what we're going to do today. That's the next thing that we're going to build in my agent. And I think we can get that running. So we can see here that Kling 3.0 with Val AI, it shows here the rough pricing. So for a 10-second video with no audio, and we don't need to generate it with audio, because if we take a look at that video that I showed you a second ago, that's actually an important distinction. Because obviously, if you generate it with audio, you're going to increase your costs. And so, we take a look at this. This is using a viral sound. So he has no sound in the actual video. So we're going to copy that. I don't want to hear this any longer. So we're going to copy that. So we're going to do Kling 3.0 with Val AI, 720p, because we don't need to go 1080. And then we're going to do no audio, and we're going to do about a 7-second clip. And so if we can do that, we're looking at about $1.30 per video, which, again, it's money, right? It's not 50 cents. But for those of you that do want a video generator that's like 50 cents, you can use another one called HeyGen.ai, but honestly, their shit sucks. So definitely one personally recommend, but it's not. I mean, it's shit. It is shit. I was gonna say it's not bad, but it's shit. Okay, cool. So let's get into the vibe coding. Before I begin, any questions? I see we have a handful of people here joining us today. Got 4 on YouTube and got 30 or so on Twitter. Do we have any questions or anything that you guys want to ask before going into this? Give it a second. Okay, I'll take that as a no. We'll go right in. So, okay, here's what we need to do. First, we need to set up Kling. So I'm going to collapse that, open this up. Okay, so we're going to do Kling 3.0, and we're going to do Nano Banana. So I do have my shit in there. Okay, we want to go with Kling 3.0. How do we get that set up? I want to do the Nano Banana to video workflow. Video workflow first. And auto post on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, /IG Reels all at once with a caption and a viral sound automatically added. Do some research and figure out what the workflow would be to set that up. Then update the short video MD file. Also, you need to include that MD file, those MD files in the templates agents folder for the content agent, not just for the most recent agent that we have running. Okay. And while we have that running, I'm going to get my API key here from Kling. So I'm going to hide my screen for just a second so that way I can copy and paste my API key. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Okay. Let's see. Kling AI API key. All right. Access key and secret. Fantastic. And so we'll do Kling access key, Kling secret key. Fantastic. And then we'll flip back on. All right, we're back. Okay, so we have the Kling API key and Kling secret. And then also, for those of you that don't know how to automatically post, there's a good app called Postiz. So Postiz is kind of like an agent's API where you can automate posting between platforms. And so that's what I'm using to post multiple reels and stuff on each different platform. So definitely check that out. And it's post.iz. Well, I just exposed my fucking keys, so I'm gonna have to rotate them. GG. 1 second. Kling. I'm not nice with the streams yet, okay? I'm not nice with it. Okay. 1 more second, guys. Okay. I guess my agent thinks I'm using Fal AI. I'm definitely not. I'm not going to be using Fal. Do not need to. Okay. All right, great. Now we can turn that back on. Okay, so I need to tell my agent here not to use this. We're not using Fal. We're not using Fal AI. We're using Kling access key and Clang secret key from our .env. We're using Clang directly updated. Okay. So let's see what it has. It's setting up for the workflow. So we have in the tool registry, we have generate video with Clang. Now add the Clang handler to tools.ts. Okay. Generate video with Clang. Tools now rewrite the skill file with full banana Clang multi-platform setup. All done. Here's a summary of everything that was set up. Okay. Calls FALAI's Clang 3.0 image to video API. Submits the job, polls until complete. Returns the video URL. Supports 5 to 10 second durations. Updated skill file. Generate image. Upload image. Generate video Clang. Post is upload file. Create posts. Music handle automatically. Auto add music. Makes TikTok auto select a trending sound. What the fuck? Use Clang generated native audio. No. Both skill files. No. We're gonna have to change that. No. I don't want TikTok's auto sound selection. We need a viral sound for all platforms. How do we set up our agent to figure out how to do this and have it be consistent? Also, we don't need to generate sound for our Clang video. So we can go sound free. And we'll query that up. And I'm pretty sure if I go back here, we want to, I need to have this copied because that's how we're going to reset the whole flow. Okay. Just add that to a new tab. Okay. And then again, for those of you guys that are trying to figure out how to set up your own agent like this, because I'm sure a handful of you are probably thinking, oh shit, like how do I, kind of abandon OpenClaw and, not have to worry about this and like get it rolling for yourself. Best recommendation for you is to just open up Cursor or Claude and say, I want to build a nonstop agent that runs 24/7, and it'll set up the basic flow for that to work, and then you're just setting up a Next.js app, just like anything else. So no stress whatsoever with that. Okay. Okay. Wait, I have a dead generate Clang JWT function at the top that I inline instead. Let me clean that up. Okay. Yep, remove the FALAI. Yeah, I mean, we should have it in the env. Okay, let me just make sure here that it's good. Hide my screen again for a sec. And the env example. Sick. It looks like we're good. All done. Here's the change. I rewrote apply generate video Cling to use the official Cling API directly with the JWT auth instead of FAL AI. I added sign Cling. Okay. Submits post. Post get. Uses Cling 3SCD. Reorganize that. ENV example to registry. Both copies. FAL AI. All right, cool. So we can just safely save all of that. Great. So now we should be able to get this down where we can get viral sounds automatically injected into our videos and not have to do that ourselves, because that's a very important piece of the automation where we don't have to constantly come back to run this process. We can just have it always going, always running, always running, always running. Because at the end of the day, we want to print, guys. We want to print without having to actively be watching and managing all of this shit, right? We want ads, videos, content constantly going out where our AIs can go out into the world trying to get people to use our service. That's what the goal is. That's what the goal is. Especially as we ride the wave up and as more and more AIs become better at content, there's going to be a day, man, where if you do not have an army of AIs flooded on the internet making you money and figuring out how to get distribution, you're cooked. You are cooked, because the person that's just able to do work while they're sleeping versus the person that's not able to do that, no chance, especially if you're an individual. Like, you no longer need money to hire a large team anymore. You just need a computer and know how to delegate to these AIs, and it will set you fucking up. It will set you up. That's what we're doing. It's exactly what we're doing. Because the second that we have these workflows running, all day, all night, we got it. We got it. Alrighty, looks like we got like 7-8 people on YouTube. What's up, guys? Drop some W's in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming by. And if you guys aren't already subscribed, please drop a subscribe. That would be most appreciated. Subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the video. Would be greatly, greatly appreciative. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be making more and more stuff like this every day. Honestly, it makes me really excited to continue streaming. Very excited to continue streaming. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm going to be cooking up more and more stuff, teaching you guys how to set workflows up like this, set up agents yourselves, so that way you guys don't get stuck in the permanent underclass either. Okay, looks like our agent is still working here. There we go. Remove generate audio from the Cling tool, add generate music, native, Google Lyra real time. Add merge music. Good thinking. The solution is generate the music ourselves. Bake it into the video via FFmpeg. What? No, bro. I'm not. No. Bro, what? No, I want to use viral sounds, not generate sounds. How can we find trending audio files on IG, TikTok, and apply them to our videos? That's what we need. Or rethink that. That's why it's very important, guys, to watch what your AI is saying to you. Because sometimes it'll do dumb shit like that. Sometimes it'll do dumbass shit like that. I want to use viral sounds. How do we do that? So it looks like TikTok allows native viral sound adding. So we may just allow TikTok to pick whatever auto viral sound it thinks is the most relevant for the video. But that doesn't solve Instagram and YouTube. Now, YouTube, this may be less important. In fact, we should probably set up a workflow for just YouTube for just talking UGC videos, because I think with TikTok and Instagram, you can get away with the whole low quality, like just talk to your camera type deal. But YouTube requires more editing and better shots. You're right, that was over-engineered. The answer is much more simpler. The agent uses its existing web search plus browser base to find what sounds are actually trending on TikTok, IG. It downloads the trending audio file, it merges the audio file into the silent cling video. It posts the same video. No music generation needed at all. Just two small utilities, download file and merge audio video. What the fuck? My shit's locked up. Oh my God. Not again. Not again. Fuck, bro. My mouse died. Why does this keep happening to me? Yeah, I use my fucking mouse all day long. And the second that I actually need my mouse, it dies. Like the second I'm streaming, it just dies. It's incredible. Incredible how this happens. Good thing I have a backup mouse that's charged. All right. Actually, I realized I'm on my laptop and I use my fingers. Okay. You're right. This is over-engineered. The answer is much simpler. Let me read the current state. Okay. Silent short-form video. Now update the Cling implementation and tools. Now update the two new tool implementations. Let me find where to add them. Now the big one. Rewrite the skill file. I don't know how the fuck it's gonna do this, but we might as well just let it try. Right? There's no downside in letting it try. And we might as well just see if it can actually pull the sound and inject it into Postis, because at the end of the day, that's what we need. What's up, chat? Wow, we got a bunch of messages now. Just got here. What's up? Hey, Thomas, never seen your channel before, but I'm subscribing and listening. Welcome, 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 guys. FFmpg will help you cut and edit your video sounds, so you'll need it. Your agent isn't hallucinating. I know. What are you using? OpenClaw and coding with VS Code? No. So if you guys are just joining the chat here, I'm not using OpenClaw. I just ditched OpenClaw. I think OpenClaw, unfortunately, isn't that great of a product. I think letting your agents run 24/7, OpenClaw just isn't good for it. I've just spent so much time trying to get my agents to work that it just constantly drops. And it's really frustrating. It's super, super frustrating. I don't like how my agents constantly drop. And I've decided that, OpenClaw just isn't well maintained. I find that like their updates are inconsistent. You could make an update on OpenClaw and your shit will just break, right? Like you update OpenClaw, you tell your agent to update itself, and then all of a sudden it's just like cooked. And, I just can't deal with that anymore. I want to have complete control of my agentic workflow. And so the setup that I have now is I'm building my own agent online. And so, the agent, the way that it works is it will basically, I kind of mentioned this earlier, it works very similar to OpenClaw, but it's running on a constant loop. So it never stops. It never stops. It continues to iterate. And it deploys a strategist agent, and that strategist agent then goes out and sets up a, you'll see here on the side here, it sets up a content agent, an ads agent, an outreach agent, and a product agent, delegates work to them. Those agents go off and do things, and then when they're done, it comes back to the strategist, says, hey, I'm done. The strategist then looks at the entire business and then decides to say, hey, let's deploy another let's deploy another experiment. Let's do more marketing, or this customer just gave us feedback through email. Let's iterate on the onboarding flow. It'll open up, say, for example, Amplitude, see that your flow is constantly churning users. It'll make changes. But the objective here is to create a 24/7 autonomous agent that constantly runs and is building and iterating on a business. So no human in the loop. It's building and iterating on a business without you having to be involved. That's the kind of objective that I'm going for with what it is that I'm making. So, I'm not necessarily using it for a workflow for myself. I'm not kind of using it in a way to help me in my day-to-day life. I'm using it to essentially just build me businesses without being involved. I think there's a handful of businesses right now that can grow and scale without a human in the loop. And the first one is like info products. So you can have an AI, go out and do UGC, go out and create ads and get a ton of attention and have it translate to a PDF. So like a $47, $23 PDF with a bunch of information that the AI generates. Maybe it contracts a worker on Upwork, gets a bunch of rich information, and then sells the PDF to people. And so I think info products are really good. Affiliate marketing is also really good. And so, affiliate marketing is all SEO based, doing tons of SEO optimization. And an agent could run 24/7 optimizing the shit out of SEO and trying to get a bunch of affiliate revenue as a result of spinning up lots of pages. I think that's also really good. I think you could probably build some micro SaaS products too and have that do really well. And so the aim with it really is just how many businesses can AI run autonomously? And I'm making this product, Waybend, that's what it's called, available for other people. So you could just put, say, like $100 into it and you'll have an AI agent running for you 24/7, figuring out ways to make you money online. That really is what it is that I'm trying to build here. And then what's the use case? What are you guys looking to solve? I'm just trying to learn and get aligned with what you're talking about. Appreciate it. Well, hopefully I just shared the answer to your question, but ultimately at the end of the day, agents are going to be all over the internet. They're going to be making tons of money without people in the loop. This year, I think, is going to be the year where that happens. And so I want to get ahead of it now. I want to have my own agents going out and trying to figure out how to make money without me being involved. That's kind of my primary interest right now in doing this. Okay, it looks like we got our setup done here. Let's take a look. So what's changed? Pipeline is now Nano Banana, Agent Imagine, or Nano Banana to Kling 3.0. Agent researches trending sounds, downloads the audio, FFmpeg merges the audio into the video, posts the same video to TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. Okay. One thing you need to do, FFmpeg is not installed on your machine. Okay. So, brew install FFmpeg. Okay. Wait, I'm confused. How would we inject the viral sound into our video to be posted via Postis? How would that part work in particular? If we're doing it all via browser base, would the files be downloaded in a virtual machine? Where would it go? Do I need FFmpeg in my environment? Help me understand. Agreed 100%. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing, guys. Like, I think that this year is really going to be the year where a lot of crazy shit ends up happening. And the second, like, the way I think about it is the second that AI hits escape velocity at building and scaling and creating businesses fully autonomously, that's going to be the day. That is going to be the day where you either have workflow set up or you don't. And I definitely do not want to be on that day, because you're just going to be so far behind the curve when that day comes. The second that it's really good at making money, you have to make sure you're ready for that moment. So, great question. Let me clear this up because there are a few moving parts. The pipeline does not use browser-based for the sound workflow. Everything happens on the machine running your worker process, your Mac right now, or wherever you deploy it later. Here's the exact flow. Step by step, what happens? Web search already built in. The agent searches for trending TikTok sounds, March 2026, fire. This returns text results. Runs via API calls, no browser needed. Web search again. The agent searches for a downloadable version. It looks on royalty-free sites like Pixabay. It looks for the downloadable version. It looks on royalty-free sites like Pixabay, Music, Freesound, SoundCloud that serve direct download URLs. The goal is to find a track that matches the trending sound's vibe/energy. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Download file. This is just fetch URL inside your Node.js worker. It downloads the audio file to your local file system at output agent ID. Okay, cool. Download file again. Downloads the silent cling video, merge audio video, new native tool, runs FFmpeg as a child process, overlays the audio in the video, uploads the file, posts it. Okay, cool. You know, I think for the sake of argument, there's a lot of things I want to test in this. The viral sound is kind of the end of it. I'm not really concerned. So I'm gonna test this workflow. Let's test the workflow. Let's see. So I'm going to run this. Let's see here. So if I run this workflow, publish test TikTok using post as video tools, call get channels. Actually, I'll ask in the chat. I want my test video to be a video about the app we're making here with Waybend. I just want a simple human avatar walking around doing stuff. I want to ensure we inject a viral caption, and I want the description of the video to be related to the caption. For example, one video was like 34 ways to quadruple your aura, and the description was the 34 ways to quadruple your aura. In this case, the caption, the viral hook could be 12 ways to use AI to make money while you sleep, and the description is the 12 ways. How should I update this command so it works? Everything will be on a server after you deploy the project. You'll need an object store like AWS S3. Yeah, I'm going to be putting it on Cloudflare in S3 bucket. Yeah. I was just trying to build the mental model more or less as to how these things are going to merge the video. But yeah, FFmpeg makes a lot of sense. Good. The transcript looks fine. The objective needs to be rewritten to the guide. And also, if you guys are here in the video or like watching the stream right now, join the Discord. It's in my channel description. I'm going to be posting a lot more stuff there. I just got it started the other day, but if you guys want to join the community and joining me to the journey to build an agent that makes 100K a month without me, definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. Good. The transcript looks fine. The objective just needs to be rewritten to the guide the agent went through. Okay. Short form video, marketing agent platform. Okay. So the objective reference and the skill file. So the agent reads and follows auto add music, explicitly called out for baking the sound in ourselves. Okay. All right, we're gonna run it. Fuck it. Let's see. Let's see. Worker will pick this up on the next tick. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got. It should be picking it up right now. I am really fucking hyped to see this. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. Create and publish a short, there it is. Specialist is planning on executing the tasks. Let's see how it sets it up. It's going to read the skill.md file. Yeah, if this shit works, that's going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. Bro, if this shit works, one shot Tuesdays, one shot. The pipeline is strictly sequential. Read brand context and generate the character image using generate nano image. Let's go. Let's go. Casual, confident, mid-20s in a modern city or co-working space. Simultaneously run a web search for currently trending TikTok sounds this week. Upload the generated character image via post as upload file. Get a hosted public URL for Kling to use. Let's go. Animate the character using generate video Kling, 5 seconds, 9:16 aspect ratio. Download the Kling video. Get channels. Are we doing the FFmpeg? Royalty-free audio, okay. So it looks like we're calling the OpenAI generate OAI image. We don't want that. So I got this like little activity bar down here that shows what the agent's actually doing when it's doing this. 8 experiments are in flight. I'm opening a new lane for the results. I'm sending direct outreach to 510 micro influencers. No, this is not connected right. I'm gonna have to fix that later. It is definitely working on this. But for the sake of curiosity, let's just make sure that our shit's doing this right here. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's copy and paste that. We'll see if we're working on this. We properly working on this. Let's see. Character image generated using OpenAI's image gen. Fallback from Nano Banana. Oh, I didn't add any credits to Nano Banana. That's probably why. That is probably why. Still gonna get a video though. Yeah. Yep. How to pay for Nano Banana API credits. And I can see why Foul AI is valuable here, so you don't have to deal with all these fucking platforms. Set up billing. Cloud free trial. Okay. Let's see, usage. Yeah, we got an error just now. Although it said that's a bad request. So I wonder if we uploaded the wrong shit. Yeah. Google API models Gemini 2 Flash preview. Yeah, we used the wrong endpoint. 2 visible issues in the logs. The agent, being smart, fell back into OAI image after Nano Banana failed. We need to fix the root causes. Nano image is broken. Post's MCP connection failed. They fixed both. Let's check the post as MCP issue. SSE connections getting 400. Let me look at the transport. It's failing because the MCP protocol has moved from SSE to HTTP. There we go. All right, well, we're going to run that again then. No, one shot. It's all right. Let's run it again. Let's run this motherfucker again. Sick. All right, looks like we got a good result. Now let's just see if it works. Let's run that guy. And let's run that guy. That should be my agent. Okay. So it should wipe the task, and we're going to see if we get the next one up. Now let me generate the character image. Okay. Starting a TikTok video pipeline for Waybend. Fantastic. Reading the skill file first, then generating the AI character with Nano Banana. That looks much better. It's not breaking immediately. Before uploading the post is for hosting. Much better. It's not disconnected anymore and showing some like random ass fucking chat log. Okay. Let's see what we got. Chat, let's see what the fuck we got. Can we get multiple videos being posted tonight? Drop a like. Leave a like on this video. Help me out. You're watching right now and you think that this is great, drop a like. I would greatly appreciate it. So I got 0 likes. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see if it's failing or not. It's clearly doing something. The fuck is going on here, bro? So what's going on here, bro? I'll run both tasks in parallel. Read short form video, skill MD file. Okay, I mean, it's generating the image this time. All right. See what cursor's got to say. This is actually working great. Nothing is wrong. Let me break down. Post is connected. The agent is calling that. It found both of your accounts. Sick. Agent is now moving to task 2, generating the character image, searching for trending sounds in parallel. So it's deploying 2 sub-agents. So all of JSON you're seeing is just a raw response from Post's MCP. It's verbose because Post's runs its own GPT 5.2 agent internally and returns the step metadata. It's on track. What the fuck? It went back to the OpenAI image. The nano image generation failed due to an API error. Bro. Did we not fix it? Looks like it didn't fix. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we get some free credits per month, though. Request 7. 7 bad requests. The image config with the aspect ratio is working. but person generation isn't a valid field for this model. Okay. Okay. So look up online how to use the model properly and implement that in our code. Stop hallucinating shit. Unreal. Unreal. Because I'm pretty sure like Nano Banana does allow you to use it for free for a handful of times. I know I'm not mistaken on that. So it's just setting this up in a terrible way. And for those of you that are watching, it just goes to show, when shit goes wrong, you just ask the AI to figure it out. I particularly like asking it to do a web search and look things up directly, as opposed to saying, hey, this isn't working, fix it. Like, I always encourage the actual AI to go online and look it up directly. So that way it goes on the website, finds information, and then when you guys are building agents, another pro tip is you want your agents to actually go and look at stuff from like Claude, Anthropic, OpenAI, big labs, because the information you're going to get is going to be 100 times better when you set up an orchestration workflow. You don't want to trust just general web searches. You want to get information directly from the best sources. So tell your agent, look up how to set up agents directly from OpenAI, directly from Anthropic, directly from big labs, and the way that it will set up the architecture will be as close to the state of the art as possible. Now the exact confirmed working format, the model should be Gemini 2.5 flash image. The aspect ratio goes there. Fix or you can change on the actual docs. API key move from the query param. Great. Is this the most up-to-date model? All right, well, we're going to terminate that again then. Latest is Nano Banana 2. Yeah. Just a better model. That's what I fucking thought. All right. Now we're going to run that one more time. All right, that should work. That should work. Or at least generate us an image without it failing. So again, for those of you that are just joining the video right now, what it is that we're trying to do is create an end-to-end workflow with an AI that will take an image directly from Nano Banana, turn it into a video, add a viral sound, post to TikTok, Instagram, and so on and so forth. That's what we're trying to do right now. One take, and then I could have this thing running all day long, just printing videos. Video after video after video after video, and recursively self-improving and learning from where it made mistakes. That's the objective right now. If you're just joining the video here. Charlie, what's up, Charlie? How we doing, brother? We gotta get you on Twitch. Are you restreaming to YouTube? I'm restreaming to YouTube, yeah. I'm restreaming to YouTube and Kick. I'm not streaming on Twitch because I find that people find and watch me on Kick, and they find me on YouTube, and they find me on X, but anytime I stream on Twitch, I get 0 viewers. So I generally stay away from Twitch. I don't have an issue with Twitch. It just doesn't seem like their discovery is that good. Okay. Looks like it's deploying multiple sub-agents. See if the video actually works. We're going to check the models and see if we get any API errors. 8 requests. Success rate is 0. So we're 8 for 8. Hopefully this ticks up in a second here. So we still only have 1 request. Let's see if we got it. Oh, I guess it wasn't live. I guess it looked for the tool. Let me generate the character image. So now it's using the tool. Gotta do some updates to the UI and make sure I delineate between the two. Character image generated. Now I need to upload it to via Posters to get a public URL. Let me check the Posters tools available. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, it worked. It worked. Success rate 11%. So we did that time generate a successful image. Post is file uploaded. Tool isn't directly accessible via the MCP bridge. I'll use generate OpenAI image, which returns a publicly accessible URL that Kling can use directly. Same character, same DNA, just OpenAI pipeline. That is fucking sus. All right, we got to fix that part of the workflow. Okay. For some reason, we can't get a public link for our Nano Banana generated image. Look up online how we can use that. So it's available in the next part of the workflow. Update the skill file as necessary. Yo, at least we got the image generated that time. At least we got the image generated that time. Much, much, much better. Okay. Let's go, chat. We're going to get this up. If you guys are watching all the way through, you are literally going to see a end-to-end workflow building and launching a video completely with an AI. And we're going to do that multiple times. We're going to cross-post it to TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram Reels. This is going to be how to set up that workflow. And then we're going to do, once we set all this up, then we're going to do it with slideshows. That's the game plan. Kling accepts base 64 directly. The simplest fix is to make generate video Kling accept a local file path and its base 64 encoding before sending. No extra hosting service needed. Now let me update the Kling tool to either accept a URL or local file path. Perfect. All right, that should work. Short form video MD. Now update the skill file to reflect that no upload step is needed. Just pass the local path directly. I wonder if it's still going to work. Posts. Next up, generate the character image URL. File video Kling to animate it. Ready to proceed, obviously. I think it's looping. I think we're gonna have to fix however that's being caused. Okay. Definitely don't want it to be looping. Are we stuck in a loop? Okay. He's actually being resourceful. Both Cling insufficient balance and VO3 trial mode are blocked. God voices. Oh, it's actually trying to figure it out without me. Okay. Let's see. I think we're going to have to add some money to my Cling balance. Okay, not a loop. You have two options: top up Cling credits at their dashboard, then pipeline the works as designed. Leave the agent to keep trying to post as VO3. It's close. Just figure out the right params. But this burns tokens. All right, we're gonna stop the process and we're gonna try that again. Okay, and I'm gonna hide my screen here for a second so I can add some payments here to my Cling account. I'm gonna pay for more Cling credits. All right. Go to console. All right. Incredible. Add credits to Cling. So I want to make it easy. Membership section. There we go, app.cling AI. Free credits, 66, 1080p video generation trial. Plans. 3,000 credits per month, as low as $1 per 100 credits. 15,000 images. 150 720p videos. We're going to do the $6.99 one just to test it out here. 660 credits. There's 33 videos. So we're gonna drop a 10 bagger on this one. That should be sufficient. What the fuck? Singapore? United States. Okay. I think we should have more credits now. Okay. All right, we got credits, bro. We got credits. Okay, now we should be able to turn this back on. We back. Okay. I got Cling credits this time. Got the character image generated. I wonder what it made. Bro, what the fuck is this? That is one ugly looking chick, bro. We gotta make that look way more real. Okay, I got Cling credits this time. Add in the prompt to make any human that it generates look hyper realistic. Give me the updated command to to run. Also update the skill file. Yeah, we can't be fucking animating a whack-ass looking fake human, bro. Like, Nano Banana's whole thing is that it generates really, really nice looking people. All right, well, we're generating that command. All right. Key changes from last time. Hyperrealism prompt anchors. All right, let's go. Let's run it again. All right. Let's get it posted. Let's get it posted. Create and publish a short form video promoting Waybend, an AI-powered autonomous marketing agent. And sure, if you want to call it that. Specialist is planning execution tasks. Kicking off TikTok short form video pipeline for Waybend, generating the AI character first, mid-20s, casual, confident vibe, walking through a modern city. I'll animate it with cling and pair it with a trending sound. Okay, for Waybend, generating the AI character first. The 6-act sequence mirrors, okay. Okay, looks like we're gonna look for trending sounds. Read the short form video MD skill file, confirm not yet created. Pipeline comes from the objective and simultaneously run web search for current trending sounds. Okay. Generate the character image via generate nano image, hyperrealistic photograph, shot on Canon EO5R5, natural lighting, no AI artifacts, no uncanny valley, mid-20s, confident person, modern city. Okay, cool. That works for me. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we can cook up here. Let's see what we can cook. What we thinking, chat? How you guys doing? I've had a bunch of you guys watching for a while now. How we doing? You guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to go into while we wait for this thing to run? I'd love to hear from you guys. What brings you all here today? All right, looks like we got our first image generated and it's working. Playing 3.0, skill file, trending sounds, Harry Styles aperture. Okay, Harry Styles is not bad. Selected royalty-free track, inspiring motivational electronic on Pixabay. Noxine Class 2, generating the character image via generate nano image. Bro, we already generated the fucking image. Did we not? I mean, I guess. Trending sounds, Harry Styles. Okay. Now executing task 2. There's another bug that's happening here that we're not enumerating through the task list. I don't know why. It enumerates properly when we're in the bootstrap phase and we're kicking things off, but it's not enumerating through this task list right now. So we have to watch it through here, which is weird. Let's see. We try text slides using Liam. All right, we got to figure out what the fuck is happening here. What is this saying? All right. What is our AI doing here? All right. Time to answer the $1 million fucking question. Dude, shut up. Kling failed again? Give me a fucking break. Still has no credits. Not enough. The good news is that everything else was up to the point working perfectly. That's bullshit. Discover Posted has built-in video generation. Is trying to use their image to text slides option. Check your Kling dashboard. I just paid for more Kling credits. What the hell? I think my API must not be connected. Like I must not have the right API key or something. Has separate credits for the web dashboard versus the API. They don't share a balance. You're probably bought credits on the web UI. Oh my fucking god, bro. I'm definitely going to get a refund on that. One sec. I got to get more credits. Yep, sure enough. I bought the wrong fucking shit. Dude, you're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. A 100 units. Dude, what the fuck, man? That's ridiculous. Payment processing. Purchase confirmed. All right. Let's run it up again. Okay. Should work this time. I just bought credits on their API platform. It's ridiculous how they make this shit so fucking complicated, man. Like some of these model providers, especially the Chinese ones, just no fucking idea what they're doing. Zero clue. Hooked you up with a like, bro. Automation Effect, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you dropping the like. Appreciate it. Helps out with the channel. Just started doing this recently, and you know, YouTube has been starting to push my channel, so I think that's been really cool. Like all of a sudden, I just got like 800 views across my most recent streams, and so greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you for dropping the like. Thank you for dropping the like. All right. Let's run it up again. Let's see what we got. You're gonna get yours up and running too? What do you use, automation? Are you using OpenClaw? I'm on day 4, bro. I'm on day 4 of the lives. Day 4. So still pretty fresh, but I mean, I guess I've been doing live on Twitter for the last month or so, but I just started doing it here on YouTube, and it's been a lot better. So have I. I've been setting up OpenClaw for a bunch of people too. I've set up OpenClaw now for 2 people, and gotten paid good money. You know, I'm about to get 8K for the first client, and then I think I'll get about another 20K. Yeah. What you see right now, this is not OpenClaw. The stuff that I'm building here, Waybend, this is non-OpenClaw. It's not OpenClaw. I'll help other people set up OpenClaw because they have certain workflows that they want to have set up and run. But if you're trying to run a 24/7 autonomous agent that does stuff for you, you absolutely cannot use OpenClaw. It's just not that good. Do the same thing, charging 16K up front and then 2K a month. Yeah, that's exactly what I've done. I'm doing like 5K. I'm charging 5K for initial setup plus 2 workflows, and then additional 1.5K per workflow on top of the initial 2, and then 2K a month if you want maintenance. So yeah, you can make some fucking great money right now. If you're watching this and you're trying to figure out how to make money right now, just spend a week learning OpenClaw and then set it up for local businesses. Especially if you're in a major city, super easy to find businesses that want to get it set up. Clearly, automation here has got it down, and so am I. Like I'm the way I'm funding my life right now as I try to build my own business online is I'm doing these OpenClaw setups and building apps for people. Let's see. Cling timed out in the first 10 usually needs 2 to 3 minutes. What the fuck? At least it's working. What's going on? 80K contract value over 23K cash collected in 20 days. Brother. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. That is fantastic. Dude, you got 80K in contract value in the last 20 days? That's fucking based. What city are you in? Okay, we're going to have to close that out again. We had a timeout that was blocking it. Oh, dude, upstate New York. I'm in New York City. Damn, if you're getting fucking 80K in upstate New York, that's insane. What businesses are you doing this for? Are you doing like white collar, like dentist businesses and stuff? Like, yeah, you have to be doing like white collar businesses because there's not too many like actual bigger corporations up there. You got to be doing like dentist offices and doctors' offices. Yeah, like what's your clientele? Right. Okay, so this time we shouldn't be shutting down the generation here. So, okay, so generate nano image, shot on Canon E5. No, 89 Fig, ecom guys, marketers, real estate. Okay, nothing local. Okay, so you're setting up workflows remotely. So you're just what are you using like Rust Deck or something and SSHing in and just setting it up remotely? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now I think hopefully it's working. We're going to check with him here. Phase 1 completed. Is now on take 85, about to call generate video with Kling. Let's run the Kling render. It'll take 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So it looks like it's generating the video now. Kling task submitted. Character generation now animating with Kling 3.0. Okay. Yep, generate video with Kling. Okay, so we finally got to this step. Finally. Finally. So now we should have the viral sounds. We're making the actual audio. Let's see if we can get to the next step. Let's see if we can get this thing all the way to posting it. That would be incredible. Jump desktop and Tailscale have set up here, then ship to them. Yep, that's the way to do it, bro. That is the way to do it. I've been using RustDeck and just, they have a MacBook Mini and I just connect right into their MacBook Mini and just set it up remotely. That's what I've been doing. All right, we're generating with Kling. It should work. It should work. Yep, Kling task submitted. We just gotta wait for the video to generate. 2 to 3 minutes and it should be done. Should be done. But yeah, I mean, I was just saying that I use RustDeck to like log into my clients' MacBook Minis. So when they have a MacBook Mini, I just use RustDeck, go right in and do the stuff remotely. RustDeck. I'll put it in the chat. Been using RustDeck. Yeah, RustDeck has been really, really useful for me. Okay. Did it? Oh yeah, we're still submitted. Hopefully this thing comes out looking good. I'm gonna be really curious to see how this goes, but I mean, I think we should have a hyper-realistic image here. Yeah, it's new for me too, man. I've never done that type of thing either, but the amount of demand right now for setting up OpenClaw workflows is insane. It just can't be passed up. Can't be passed up. You know, I mean, hopefully at some point soon I get something off the ground where I don't need to do client work anymore, but, you know, it's good for now. It's good for now. All right. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, can we get these videos shipped? Can we get these videos shipped? Right now we're at the edge. We're generating the video. Can we add the viral sound? Can we add the effects? And then can we fucking push it, bro? Can we get it on YouTube? Can we get it on TikTok? Can we get it on IG Reels? That is the question. Video is still being generated. So, should be coming back any second now. Should be coming back. It's a 5-second video. 9:16 standard. Woman walks naturally through a modern co-working space corridor while looking at whatever. We'll see. We will see. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I wonder if they do batch processing where I can generate multiple videos all at the same time. You know, I'm sure Kling probably does support that. Does Kling support API batch processing? Yes, Kling API supports batch processing, allowing you to submit multiple video generation requests simultaneously for efficient large-scale content creation. It supports async API calls with webhook notifications, enabling parallel job submissions. Oh my God. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. multiple video generations at the same time, I'm definitely going to be having that. Why would you wait for one video when you could have 3 going at once? What is the overall stack here, and what's the architecture look like using the Claude SDK? What have you borrowed from OpenClaw in terms of setup, etc.? It's a good question. So I'll pull it up here. So you can see I have in my files two directories within apps. I have the web, the web app, the thing that you see here, which it's the normal basic stack, right? I'm using Next.js. I'm using Neon for my Postgres database. I'm going to be using Clerk for authentication. And that largely makes up what the web app is. Now, in terms of the worker, which is where my agents live, my agents are using, there's a few things here. So my worker, my agent is using kind of like a very similar setup to OpenClaw in the sense where it has a heartbeat. I have the heartbeat going off like basically every few minutes, except instead of it being a normal heartbeat where, it's like, hey, every 30 minutes we check in on the agents, I have something called a tick system where an agent does a task, and then right when it's done with the task, it kicks off another agent doing something. And so the loop that I have my agent on is I have a strategist agent. So I'll pull this down here. So you'll see all these agents. I have 5 different agents. So the strategist agent basically takes what the company is, what it's about, how we're going to scale it, how we're going to market it, how we're going to build it. And it looks at the metrics, where we're at in the business, and then thinks, what should we do right now? It says, this is what we should do. I copied the same kind of like setup, at least for the files. So, I have like a memory files, a lessons MD, a metrics MD. I have a skill file. So like, there'll be multiple MD files for skills. I have an identity file, a soul file, and a recent memories. That's as far as I'm going in terms of copying the memory system compared to OpenClaw. And then I also have a database where I'm storing all of the information about the business that's making. And I'm putting, embeddings on all of that. So I'm using normal file system for basic agent memory and access because the files are very lightweight. You can constantly refine a skill over time. And then for the database, which I'm going to be storing lots of information about the business, that is all, just like normal Neon database for each individual agent. So that's how I'm setting it up in terms of, I guess, the agents themselves. But going back to the flow, the strategist thinks about what to do. It then delegates it to another agent. So in this case, what we see here is we actually have a content agent making this video. And so a content agent is, basically building up the skills to make and iterate on, short form videos, slideshows, all that good stuff. And what will happen after the strategist comes up with what to do, the specific agent will then say, hey, the objective is post 5 videos. It'll say, okay, well, we've tried these videos in the past. How can we come up with new videos to improve our metrics at creating videos? I'm going to set up a hypothesis. I'm going to run an experiment, and then it creates a list of tasks, and then it goes and executes those tasks. When it's done, it does a review. This is what I learned. This is what I didn't learn. And then after that, it goes back to the strategist agent and then goes from there. And the strategist will then get a ping in a few hours or in a day to check on the content that was done from the content agent to see how all the videos performed, then give feedback to that content agent to make future videos. So that's largely kind of how the whole system works. And it'll just keep rinsing and repeating that over time. What the hell is going on with this video? Have you tried using Mem0 or Neo4j Graffiti at all for storing memories, etc.? I set that up for mine initially. Shared memory or segregated. I haven't been using memory services. I'm hesitant to use them mainly because it's a dependency on another company continuing up with the best in class memory. And all the multi-agent systems that I've been seeing from Claude and Anthropic have been very simple. And following what labs do, it just seems that the way that these other companies are orchestrating stuff are not in the ways that they're setting it up. And so I'm more or less copying and like more interested in what the frontier labs think is the way to set up memory. And so I'm not sure. I haven't tried Mem0. I haven't tried Super Memory. So I can't really say for sure whether or not I think they're good. All I know is that the memory system that I've been using is working for me. And I think the core principle that I follow, oh, it worked. Wait, no, it didn't work. Fuck. I think the core principle that I like following from Anthropic is basically this. Create the most simple, minimal memory system possible and then continue to build it as you need things built. And starting with a super complex memory system, doing all this crazy shit day one just doesn't make sense to me. Like, so much of this can just be done through skill files and just training up skill files. Memory is really hard to do right, and I don't want to overcomplicate it until I need it to be more complex. Yeah, I'm just following what the frontier models are doing, the frontier companies are doing. You know, I think that they haven't figured out much better than me, and I think startups trying to build memory, it's ultimately an experiment. No one, I think, has created the standard of it, but I think starting minimal and adding as you need it is the way to go, in my opinion. The polling looks fine, but there's a problem. The polling endpoint might be wrong, or the status structure there's a match. Let me check the actual Cling API docs. Found it, 2 problems. Wrong polling URL. Jesus fucking Christ. Wrong response parsing. The response task status, the top level, the video, and videos array URL. The previous runs were probably pulling the wrong URL and silently getting 404s. Okay. The shit, man. It's an everyday battle with these agents. But once you get them working, they work great. All right, let that run again. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, there's only so much that you're going to really need in memory. I think there's a massive misunderstanding that people think your AI agents need human memory, and in reality, they don't. Here's the thing. Here's my take. At the end of the day, the only thing you really need is a skill file to train up a skill file. Like, at the end of the day, if you can constantly fine-tune a skill and like really refine that skill, that's all you need. And it's because, like, imagine this, right? I want to learn how to make viral videos. What am I doing, right? Like, what if you grab your phone and you want to make a viral video? You shoot a video, you post it on the internet, and if it doesn't go viral, you're like, that didn't work. And then you try something else, and then you try something else, and then you try something else. And then this one format works. Then you think, okay, here's everything that went into that format. I'm going to go do it the exact same thing the next day. I'm going to do the exact same thing the next day. I shoot the same exact video with a slight twist to it. It goes viral. I shoot it again. It goes viral. Am I thinking about all the times I failed? Am I thinking about all the things that I did in the past? No, not at all. I have a format now that works. And a skill file is an up-to-date piece of memory that updates every single time you make a video to find something that ultimately performs extremely well. And so if you can dial in a skill file so much so that it's producing you results, what other memories do you need, right? Like, what other memories do you need? If your skill file is producing you results and getting you to go viral every time, what memory do you need? And that's exactly why the guy that made the Larry Brain skill on how to make slideshows for TikTok, it's only a skill file. That's why it's a skill file and not a complex memory system, because at the end of the day, you just refine a set of instructions to go viral, at least for this particular case. I don't think you need a ridiculous amount of memory. You just need really fucking good skill files. It's my take. You just need really good skill files. And sure, the memory can help you get to a place where you refine that, but that's why you just create a recent memories file, right? Where it's like, you have all this information for this one specific task. Here are all the things that I know about it so far. This is all the shit that we've tried that doesn't work. And then when you finally get to a place where this works for a specific video, sick, fixate on that. And that's in the skill file. So I don't think you need like this complex memory system. If you think from first principles, right? It's like, what do I need to make a successful video? Oh, there we go. It's rendering. Let's go. Like, what do you need for a successful video? Right? You just need to know what the steps are to make a good video. You need a baseline to know how to get the information and post it, and then you need to know how to set up the content. And that's it. And that goes for any skill for that matter. Like when you're posting on Reddit and every post you make on Reddit flops, eventually you find one that works. Okay, cool. Now generalize. You know, at the end of the day, all we're doing is we're running search functions to find what works, which we can then translate to a skill file. Yep, all we're doing is writing playbooks, man. Everything that you do prior to writing the successful playbook, all of that work prior to making the successful playbook is just data. It's just data. And then eventually, once you don't need that data anymore, you flush it out. Like, do I remember all the learnings for the videos I've been making for the past month? Do I need to know all the shit that didn't work? No, not really. I'm just following where the signal is. All right. Kling is still rendering. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. 120 seconds. Should be coming back soon. Should be coming back. Let me see. We looking good? Yes, it's exactly what we want to see. The polling has worked. Now it's hitting the correct endpoint. And we're getting, okay, 2 minutes in. Should finish any moment. Perfect. Let it ride. All right. So you're not tracking any failures really to prevent repeating the same failures. No, I am. And that's why you keep a recent memories file. I am keeping where the failures are. So that way we can not do the same mistakes as we did before. But once we safely get past that, those failures eventually turn into the anti-patterns or the correct patterns rather in the skill file, right? It's like, let's just say the agent puts the caption at the very bottom of the page and it cuts off under the description text. And then the skill file eventually says put text in the center, 20 pixels below center. You no longer need to know the history of, hey, don't put the description at the bottom of the page, because now in your skill file, you have the information to put the hook or the pop-up text, directly under the center. And so that's what I'm talking about. The failures are only as good as the updates that you need to make to the skill file. And then eventually, once you have the skill file updated to not make the basic fuck up from the past, those memories become less and less relevant. Did it work? Bro, what the fuck? Why is this shit so fucking ridiculous, bro? The Kling rendered for 218 seconds. Join the Discord, brother. Join the Discord. Go to my YouTube channel, check the comments, join the Discord. That's where you can chat with me directly. I'm getting it more active on that. Join me in the Discord. Polling worked, but this video URL extraction is failing. The Kling finished. So it finished. So it actually did make the video, but we couldn't find the URL in the response because we're guessing the response structure. Let me add logging. Bro, let's not do that. Look it up online. Look it up online where to get the link. Stop guessing. I like these models, man. These fucking models. That's a third-party proxy, not the official API. No shit. Clingapi.com/docs. Yeah, I didn't like Discord either, but honestly, Discord's it's underrated. I like Discord now. It's been. I mean, it's the only thing that I know to use at this point. It's better than Slack, that's for sure. Let me guess, 6x rather than use docs. I guess I gave you 3 minutes ago. What do you mean? All right. Okay. Kling's site is SPA, so it doesn't render plain fetches. Let me looking for official docs. If this doesn't work, we're going to switch to FAL. Because FAL AI, honestly, FAL AI could be the best. We don't have to connect to all these different API services to generate images and videos. We just use FAL. The official Kling AI Research GitHub confirms the real response format. Let me verify by reading their code. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what you should have done in the first place. So you should have done in the first place. You should be reading repos. Never guess. Never guess. Should be good. And then for those of you that are watching, join the Discord. Join the Discord. I share updates every day about when I'm going to go live. I help people one-on-one, do live voice chats. At the end of the day, I want to see everyone make some agents that print cash, not just me. But we're going to do it together. We're going to do it together. We're only on day 4. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm going to be live again tomorrow, too. So if you've enjoyed today's stream, come back again tomorrow. I'm going to be live every day. This is from the Kling Research's own official GitHub repo, Kling's actual organization. Now I know the exact structure. Let me read our current implementation to fix it. Fix it, motherfucker. All right. Now I have the definitive answer from Kling's own official GitHub. Here it is, video path URL, official SDK, while tag status published. Now replace the polling parsing block with the exact structure from the official SDK. Bro, why are we not doing this in the first place? Clean, here's what I fixed based on the official Kling API research. It's like, bro, what are we thinking? Try that again. All right. Should be good. Hopefully. All right. It's kicking it off. All right. Let's go. Let's go, chat. It's time to make it happen, bro. It's time to make it fucking happen. Kicking it off, phase 1. Going for the mid-20s person walking through a city co-working space. The image will anchor the whole video. Okay. And also, by the way, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but while we're waiting for this yet again, check this out. It is the most incredible thing. Like, you guys would be so surprised how many .com names exist. Like, check this out, check this out. I bought the domain fensori.com. That's initially what I was going to call this, but then I ended up going with Waybend. But look at this. Like, you can literally find a few letter domain .com. Like, you just make up fucking words and shit, and you would be surprised how many domains you could get for super cheap. Like, look at this. It's a 7-letter domain. Sounds really good. 1 cent. 1 cent for the first year, or $12.99 if you just want to pay for 1 year up front. Like, it's unreal. It's unreal. Or it's like you could make up some word like wave. Like, let's see. Let's see. Wind. Let's see. Windway.com. No. Windrun. Like, you, like, as I'm saying, like, there's so many good domains. Like, there's so many good domains that you can get for so cheap. Now, this one's not as cheap. It's $4,000, but like, dude, I literally got this domain today. I literally got waybend.com, that domain, today for $12. $12 Waybend.com. $12. Insane. I got Waybend for $12. I got fensori.com for $12. There's another one, 5-letter domain. I got Zloke.com for a privacy AI chatbot for $12. 5-letter, 1-word domain. Like, guys, I'm telling you, like, make up some words, put it together, and like, it is incredible how many .com domains are available for stupid cheap. Let's see. Like, what about this? Winsci. Okay, $12.99. Not as cheap as we want it to be. Wincia. Ooh, that would have been a good one. Wincia. Wincia.com. 1 cent. Let's see. We'll do, what about Aircia? 37K. Aircia. That's a lot more money. What about Airpole? No. Airpen. Like, there's so many domains, man. There's so many domains. If you guys are ever stuck with a domain, like, seriously, just type in a bunch of random shit, and I promise you, you will find some insane domains for cheap. All right. I really hope this fucking works, man. Tired of these stupid ass errors. Good so far. Let's see if we can find another domain. See if we can find another cheap domain for you guys. What's another cool prefix? WinBank. No, those are two obvious words. What about, like, Xbank? It's available. Xcia. Dude, come on. Exia.com, $5,200. 5-letter domain. What's another good one? Renwind. Renwind.com. Let's see. Fly Soul. 12K. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, there's so many domains open. So many fucking domains. Oh, did it work? I think it worked. I think it worked. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Clean video generation is working. The full pipeline is processed. Let's fucking go, chat! Let's go! Let's fucking go, bro. Gotta fix why it's not moving on to the next step, but there's some W's in the chat. W's in the fucking chat. Upbeat forever. Now it's merging. It's going to FFmpg to it. Let's go. Are we going to upload to TikTok? Are we want to upload to TikTok? I got it on my phone. I got it on my phone. I got it on my phone. Is this going to work? Is this going to work? Let's see. TikTok channel ID confirmed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good morning.
I got it up right here. I got it up. I got it up. Are we going to post to TikTok right now? Are we going to get on TikTok right now? Let's see. Let's see if we got it. Are we going to get this on TikTok? TikTok channel confirmed. Now posting the video.
Good morning.
It says posted. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Bro, what the fuck? There was an error. Oh! No! Error posting on TikTok for Waybend. An error occurred while posting on TikTok. URL ownership not verified. Please verify domain ownership Nevo from Postage. You can change your notification preferences in account settings. Dog, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell? I gotta allow this somehow. Oh my god. Dog, we fucking had it. We fucking had it. Dude, you gotta be shitting me, man. Dude, now it's going to the next task. It's planning the next task. It did it. I mean, by all intents and purposes, man, it fucking did it. Let's see. We gotta stop that. Let's see. What happened? Fuck, man. One sec. I gotta go to my email really quick, guys. Just give me a sec. I gotta hide my screen. I gotta fix this fucking issue. Don't know why this happened. Error posting on TikTok. URL ownership not verified. Please verify domain ownership. What the fuck does that even mean, dude? What the hell does this even mean? Look it up online. Turn my video back on. So we also failed to merge the sound because we didn't have FFmpeg downloaded. Nano Banana generated the hyperrealistic character. We didn't merge it. Successfully posted via postis. Skill file. One thing you need to fix the FFmpeg. Like, dude, what the fuck? I don't know what that means. Like, you have to verify that it's your domain. What domain? There's no domain. This is a TikTok API restriction. When you post a video via TikTok's content posting API, TikTok uses a method called pull from URL. Their servers try to download the video from the URL you provide. TikTok requires that domain hosting that video is verified as belonging to you and the developer portal. Problem is our agent passed the Kling CDN URL directly to TikTok. You obviously don't own that domain. So TikTok rejected it. How to fix? Two things that need to happen. Verify your domain in TikTok developer portal. Go to tiktokdevelopers.com/app, select your app, go to content posting URL ownership verification. Add your domain, waybend.app, or wherever you post your, or wherever your post's media is hosted. Download the verification HTML file, upload the file through, okay, we can't do that shit. Fix the pipeline so videos go through posted storage first. Right now, the agent is handling TikTok, the raw Kling URL. Instead, it should download the video locally first, which it does via download file, then upload it through post's upload file. So the video is hosted on a domain that you control have verified, then post that URL. Since you're hosted on postis, check your postis dashboard. Do you have media storage configured, like Cloudflare R2? The postage docs is TikTok media must be served from a publicly accessible HTTPS. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's a provisional issue. So yeah, let's do step 2. Set it up that way. Do you have media storage configured? I mean, I don't fucking know. Manage your content sets for easy reuse. No. There's nothing to do with that on here. I don't think there's anything to do with media storage. I think it's just implicit. Let's just set it up that way. Also, we need this workflow to also cross-pose that video to my Instagram account too. Update skill file / the prompt. So we'll just copy that. The prompt for this. Okay, so we wouldn't have gotten the sound if it did publish, and we also, I mean, we wouldn't have been able to because the TikTok thing stopped. But hey, that's serious progress. It literally got to the point of posting the video. So now we just need to fix those two things, and it'll also cross-post to YouTube, and then we should be working. What's the framework here? Just joining now. Maurice, I don't know if you're still here. GoDaddy is a ripoff. AI is harder to come by today than .com. Wincy, what are you doing now? Is this simply to post a video on TikTok? Probably simple text DNS or verification. Good luck. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat, Maurice, but I was just looking at GoDaddy domains while we run this workflow. We're automatically trying to post TikToks in a completely automated way. Okay. So it looks like we're updating the skill files. Now add the known issues from the live run and update the what to avoid section. Update the what works section with the incompetech and the post is upload insight. Update the metadata and the last updated timestamps. Short form videos.md. Remove the YouTube short section since it's not connected. Keep the agent focused on TikTok, Instagram. That's fine for now. I don't even have YouTube set up right now anyway. Now update the pipeline summary in the caption section. Okay. Now update the copy. Now copy the updated template to the live agent directory. Here's the updated command. Let's go chat. This time it should work. This would be a really big fucking win for today. That's for damn sure. Key changes from the previous command. Great, we're gonna run that. Right. All right, let's see what we got. Run it back turbo. All right, now that should work. That should work. So we have the image being created, the video being generated, FFmpeg now integrated to mix the audio directly in. And then on top of all of that, we now have the proper permission set up to post directly on TikTok and then also post on Instagram. Everything should be set up to doing this. Let's see. Create and publish short-form video promoting Waybend, AI-powered autonomous marketing agent platform. Yeah. Okay. All right, chat. So for those of you that are just joining right now, here's what's going down. We are generating a hyper-realistic image. We are then animating that image into a video, and then we're taking that video, we're gonna give it a viral caption, we're gonna give it a very long description, so that way when someone watches the video, they have to read this long description. We're adding a viral sound, and then we're posting it to TikTok and then Instagram. If this workflow works, my AI agent will then be able to pump out hundreds of TikTok videos a day and cross-post it to TikTok, Instagram, and Reels to iterate constantly to see what formats work and what formats don't, to ultimately see if we can create a system that promotes my product without me having to work on it. That's the objective right now. And the place that we're at is, can we get from end to end just that basic fundamental workflow working one time. The last time that we just did this, it almost worked, but we ended up getting some TikTok permissions and it broke. So now we're going through it again. We'll just fix it and we're going to see, can we actually get it to post on my official Waybend TikTok account without me having to even see the video before it posts? That's the plan right now. Can we get it to launch without even me seeing the video? We're gonna find out right now. We're gonna find out right the fuck now. Phase 1 complete, so we've already generated the image. We've already generated the image. Now we're on the part where we're now gonna make the video. See, we're generating the video now. All right, now let's see if we can get this done. We're cooking, chat. We're cooking. We're cooking. And for those of you that are wondering, that are new, because a lot of people keep asking, are you still using OpenClaw? Are you using OpenClaw? No, we are not using OpenClaw anymore. We are building our own agent to do this because OpenClaw is not good at running 24/7. Their heartbeat system, their agent management system is just not the best. So I've set my own agent up to do all of this. And that's important because at the end of the day, setting up your own agent gives you a lot more control to running the operation versus trusting OpenClaw to update and stay up to par with what's going on. Okay. So we're generating the video. Let's see. We should be generating the video now. We are generating the video. All right. We're going to see, chat. We're going to see. We're going to see what this turns out to be. I'm going to be real fucking curious. I'm going to be real curious to see what this looks like, especially on Instagram. Because there's a viral format that we're trying to copy. There's a viral format that we're trying to copy. I'll show you. Actually, I think I have it up already right here. We're trying to copy this format. So I'll unmute it. AI generated video in the center. And then a caption in the dead center, like 34 side quests that quadruple your aura. And then a description that shows you everything that you need to do to quadruple your aura. Or in this particular case, showing somebody everything that they need to do to use AI more effectively, to use the agent, right? So we're copying this format. You know, that's my goal here for what it is that we're doing with this workflow. So we're gonna see exactly how the AI produces it, and then we're gonna give it feedback at the end and see what we can do from there. But we're copying this workflow, or we're copying this format. And for those of you that wanna know, this video got 156,000 views. So if we can get AI to produce videos like this at scale, super basic, super basic, we should be able to create a content fucking machine, just outputting video after video after video after video. Also, if you're new to the chat, if you guys are new to my channel, drop a like, would greatly appreciate it. Also subscribe. I'm streaming every night, going to show you guys how to build an agent to take you from 0 to 100K a month in revenue. I'm going to hit that number. My last business did 125K a month in revenue. Being able to do less than that is table stakes. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we are currently still waiting for the video to be done generating. Should be ready to go here in a few seconds. And then we're gonna see. We're gonna get it on this Waybend page. You're not seeing me make any videos. You're not seeing me make any videos. It's gonna post to the page. There we go, the video is done. Now it's looking for trending TikTok sounds. It's now looking for trending TikTok sounds. We're going to extract the sound and we're going to inject it in. Don't you guys love how this is just like firing off at 1,000,000 miles an hour? It makes what I'm doing look so sophisticated. It's just like, yeah, we're doing hella shit. We're doing hella shit right now. All right. Let's see, chat. Let's see. Okay. All right, looks like we got our agent here doing its job, finding the trending sounds. Just want to double check and see if cursor agrees we're on the right path. We looking good? Let's see if we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it this time. We're gonna get it this time. It's gonna post. The agent is running. There's an issue. Fuck. Hopefully it's not a serious issue. Let's see. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, looking good. The agent is following the updated pipeline correctly. Key things I can see from the logs. Resume for task. It's regenerating the image rather than reusing the one from tick 96. Likely lost a file path in between ticks, which costs 1 extra cling credit. The important thing is the agent internalized all the fixes. You can see it explicitly thinking through use image path, not image URL, and the incompetent first audio. Let's keep it running. The sound, merge, upload file, dual platform phases are still ahead. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. Dude, you need to update the skill file to prevent this shit from happening. Whatever you did caused it to break. Fuck, bro. Oh my god. I mean, it's running again. Hopefully it doesn't fucking lose it all. I don't know why it did that. We'll let it run before we stop it. The problem is clear. Tick 96 completed, then died at turn 8. No tool calls. With tick 97 resuming, 4 tasks remaining, but the agent ignored the completed steps and regenerated everything from scratch, wasting a cling credit and 4 minutes. I need to add a resume to the protocol to the skill file so the agent checks for existing assets before regenerating. Now also note that the no tool calls issue, the agent should always call a tool at each turn from the remaining tasks. Added the resume protocol section. My fucking god, bro. All right. Should we be good this time for it to run end to end? All right, we should be good, chat. We should be good. It worked. It posted before, or almost posted before, rather. We should have everything. I think the only thing that I'm concerned about that may not work is a few things working in our favor now, but I want to be honest about 2 things. FFmpeg installed, Cling API, polling response parsing, okay. 2 risks outstanding. Post's upload might not exist on your Post's MCP. And the first run, the agent said Post's upload file tools isn't accessible directly via the MCP bridge. If this tool doesn't exist, the agent can't upload through Post's, and TikTok will reject the raw Cling URL. No tool calls drop at turn 8 could happen again. This is a model behavior issue. The model chose to stream text instead of choosing a tool. Not something the skill file can fully prevent. The resume protocol should at least stop it from wasting another Cling credit if it does. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Yep, do this, look it up online. That way we at least know that we have the right form of the Post's MCP to actually use the tool. Because if it hallucinated the setup of using Post's, that could have been a cause for the reason why it failed the first time. and we were like that close from actually uploading the video. So good. The Posts API has an upload endpoint, but the question is whether the end user's hosted MCP actually exposes the tool. Let me check what tools the MCP server actually serves. I mean, it should be good. We're gonna get this fucking video posted. What's Composio? It makes a API a cakewalk. Never seen that. Use npm run train. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, npm run train is a specific workflow I set up to use one specific and train one specific skill at a time. Makes API like a cakewalk. One click to connect anything. Okay. Let's see. Compose. What is Composio? Skills that evolve with your agents. More than just integration, 10K tools that can adapt, turning automation into intuition. Used by agents from all these places. Muscle memory for intelligence. Website looks good. I hate all these SaaS websites don't really explain what the hell they're doing. Like, come on, bro. Composio is an AI agent infrastructure platform that acts as a connective layer between agents and real-world software tools. Think of it as plumbing that lets your AI actually do things in external apps. Composio automates the work involved with implementing agent authentication workflows, including managing auth tokens, which is the most complicated chores when building agents. After integrating with Composio, developers can connect agents to thousands of cloud apps. Oh, that's fucking useful. Pre-built, production-ready integrations let AI agents perform tasks like sending and organizing emails. Oh, that sounds very useful. Relevant as a way to... That sounds very useful. Sounds like Fowl is doing this for agents and Composio is doing it for other SaaSes. Makes API agents one click to connect anything. Check it out. Just log in. It's free to sign up. 20K actions, I think. Setting something up like Google is like one click. It normally takes a 20-minute process, bro. Yeah, I'm going to check this out. I'm definitely going to check that out. For the sake of getting through this workflow, hey, it's actually enumerating through shit now. You know what? It makes me wonder if the way that this was set up before, this workflow set up before, was getting it linchpinned on something. Because now it's actually properly enumerating through the tasks. All done. Here's what was built. Okay. Before you run again, you need to do one thing. In your Post's dashboard settings, copy your API key, then add it to your env. Bitch, I already... Oh. This is separate from the Post's MCP URL. The MCP URL is for AI agent tools. The API key is for your REST upload endpoint. Once you've added the key, restart the worker and run again. I'm definitely going to use Composio, bro. I appreciate you for sharing the alpha. I need to go back into Post's really quick. Because I'll tell you what, I definitely don't want to keep having to deal with this, all of these integrations for my agents. It's really annoying. Let's see if I can find my API key here. Developers. Okay. env post is API key. Okay. Now we'll go back to showing my screen. Just log in, it's free, sign up, everything, something that's like Google one click normally. I posted to Twitter earlier in 2 minutes. I posted to LinkedIn in 1 to 2 minutes. That's fucking great, bro. That's fucking great. The thing with Posters is that Posters does all the automations for posting across platforms, like videos and stuff, and it handles all the agreements. So that's why I'm using Posters. Oh, are we on the next step? But I think I'll use Composio for everything else though, because there's a lot of other shit that I'm going to be setting up. Let's see. We working here, bro? How we looking? How we looking? All right, chat. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it this time. I think we're near the end now. We're near the end. We're near the fucking end. The merge worked perfectly. 5.84 merged with audio, but then the agent called ask posters instead of uploaded posters. Posters GPT 5.2 correctly said I can't access the files from your local path. This happened because your worker is still running on old code. Stop the fucking worker. Okay. All right, we're all right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay, so now it should have upload to post as the tool. So I think the reason why is because when you're using the post as MCP, it's having an agent do the uploading directly, their own agent, rather than yours interacting with the API directly. So we're going to avoid the MCP this time, and we're going to go directly to the API. We're going to go directly to the API, and we're going to get it on. We are going to get it on. Motherfucker, I will not go to bed tonight until this is working. I will not go to bed tonight until this is working. Mark my fucking words. I will not be going to bed until this is posting on TikTok and on Instagram. We're going to get this posted. In fact, we're going to get it posted right the fuck now. All right. So we got the tasks generated. Chat, we got it this time. We got it. We got it. And yes, I'm also going to set up Twitter. I'm also going to set up LinkedIn. I'm setting up all the fucking channels, bro. I'm setting up all the channels. I mean, actually, let me see. Let me see. Go back to Composio. What the hell? They have Composio.com redirecting to Composio.dev. Tripping. How can we level up your agent? I mean, shit, I'm down for uploading it, updating it every which way. Execute your first tool. Get smarter with building smarter agents. MCP configs. Let's see. So we got Gmail, Slack. Does it got TikTok? Let's see if it's got TikTok. Short form video creation. Fetch publishing status, get terms. What about post? You got post photo, upload video. Uploads a video to TikTok via the content posting API. This action initializes an upload session obtained by pre-signed upload URL. See, the problem with this The problem with the reason why you can't use Composio for content is that you actually have to have an agreement set up with TikTok with your account directly to be able to post via API. That's the problem. And when you use something like Posters, they already have the agreement set up with their TikTok account that they have attached to their enterprise program. And for what it is that I'm trying to do, I want lots of people to be able to post TikToks through Waybend. And so I need to be able to, I'll use Posters for content for sure, but I think Composio is going to be useful for everything else. You can set it up that way. Yeah. Let's see. We got resend. Dude, no way. This Composio thing actually seems pretty fucking great. Wow. They have a ton of services, man. Dude, they got Amplitude. Oh my God. How much does this cost? Totally free. 20K tool calls a month for free. That's incredible. And then you can go to 200K, 2 million. Wow, you gotta love the names. Totally free, ridiculously cheap, serious business. You gotta love the name. You gotta love the name. Resend and Stripe. Dude, I'm gonna use Composio. I'm definitely gonna use Composio, bro. All in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna reduce all of this. But the video is posting. The video is posting. All right, chat. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it posted. The video is almost done being created again. You should be able to get it posted this time. And I'm definitely going to be integrating Composio and reducing everything. Because fuck all this provisioning. Good call out though. Appreciate you. Automation Effect. Appreciate you for hooking me up. That's only one API key that I need now. All right, chat, we're gonna get this video. We are going to cross-post on all of these platforms. I got a feeling it's gonna work this time. It's gonna fucking work this time. It's gonna fucking work. In fact, while we wait for this, I'm gonna ask my... Could we replace all of our APIs with Composio? What would that look like? Be concise. Don't write any code. Just let me know. This would be a good call and how much it would simplify. All right. So it looks like we're done. So the video's done. Five-second Clinton video is done. It's finding the trending sound now. Fucking amazing. Okay. Are you looking here? How are we looking here? Let's see. The no tool calls bug is recurring. The same pattern as before. Tick 105. Oh my fucking god, bro. Tick ended. Tick resumed. The rest of the pipeline should work. If it drops again at turn 8, we'll need to look at the runtime to fix the no tool calls. The objective still says post is upload file instead of uploaded posted. I can see the tool count went from 20 to 21. So the new tool is loaded, but the objective text reference to old MCP tool. You need to stop the worker and rerun the updated train command I gave you. The one that says uploaded post is, oh my god, I upload. Give me the new proper command, please. Fucking Christ, man. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable, bro. Okay, so key changes from the old command. Added important. Do not end a turn without calling a tool. Always call the next tool in the pipeline. Do not stream text between phases. To combat the no tool calls bug at turn 8. All right, well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Should this allow it to work this time? Let's see. Post's API is set, so the URL from the same MCP URL that might work, but the Post's REST API key from your dashboard settings could be different. It's fine. Should work. Should work. Code is solid. Could still break. Posted API key might be wrong. It's not wrong. TikTok still needs to up. Should handle this for their customers, but it's untested. Okay, so I mean, in theory, it should work. The API key is wrong. We'll immediately see in the logs. It's not wrong. I know that for a fact. It's not fucking wrong. Okay. So we are going to find out. Video is being created again. Should be done in the next 2 minutes, and then give it another shot. About to give it another shot. I guess we'll check in on and see whether or not Composio is a good option. We'll see what the Composio analysis looks like. Here's my honest assessment. Your integrations fall into 2 buckets. MCP servers. They're plug and play via the MCPTS with 200 lines of shared infrastructure. Native tools with heavy custom logic. What Composio could place? Composio covers Twitter, GitHub, Stripe, and maybe meta ads in Canva. But you're already getting those for free via MCP with no custom code. Swapping one zero code integration layer for another doesn't simplify anything. It just changes the vendor. What Composio can't replace? The integrations that actually have significant custom code, v0, Cling, are too niche or too custom for Composio's catalog. You still need to write those yourself, likely as Composio custom actions, which is roughly the same amount of work. Verdict, not a good call. It would add a dependency and a billing layer without meaningfully reducing complexity. Your pain points are in the bespoke tool logic that Composio cannot abstract away. And your generic integrations are already lightweight via MCP. You'd be trading one thin integration layer for another. Well, still going to look into it. Still definitely going to look into it. I'm going to watch some videos on it tomorrow and see if that's going to reduce the amount of time to set this shit up. Definitely don't want to do a massive rehaul. So if it's not going to do a massive rehaul, then I should be fine. But what's most important right now is that we get this live. This is actually bullshit. Posted to Twitter, you can still set that up. There's an option to be able to connect a shit ton more. All in 20 minutes. That's why there's a plan mode. Does not write any code. Create a concise plan. Yeah, I use the plan mode, but the thing is that it builds. It sets up a build plan too. Like I don't necessarily want it to like do more than just planning and then create like a build catalog. They don't understand the power. This is actually bullshit. The AI does not understand the power of Composio. It's true. It's true. Composio stands automation effect. All right. Give it another 10 seconds and we should be at the video being generated. Let's see if we can get it to work. And then once it works, we'll optimize the shit out of it. But just getting it to work will unlock me being able to do this for slideshows too. It's newer, and so it doesn't get the simplicity that it adds versus the complexity of the connections of others. That's all. Probably true. It's probably true. It's crazy how powerful the AI recommendations are. Like so many things when I'm looking into shit, the AI recommendations are usually just pretty solid. But it definitely does fuck things up sometimes for sure. Well, chat, we're at 71 subscribers. I'm gonna get to 100 soon. That'll be a dub moment. 100 subs. So if you're not subscribed, help me get to 100. That'll be sick. YouTube should send me a plaque in the mail for getting 100. Okay. It's done. There it is. There's the MP4 file. And it's uploading to Postis. There we go. There we go. That is what I'm talking about, bro. That is what I'm talking about. We working? We working? There we go. Chat, if you're just tuning in now, we're about to get a fully AI-generated video end-to-end posted on TikTok. This is looking great. The pipeline is flying through with no tool calls. Cling downloaded. It's on execution. Let it cook. Let it cook, chat. Let it cook. Both posts live. Okay. Okay. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. We are going to see if it worked. The video is live. Let's see. Let's see. Couldn't play video. Fuck. What the fuck? Creator. Oh, there it is. There it is. What the fuck? What is this? Yo, what the fuck is this? It's just a fucking girl walking, bro. Yo, but at least it worked. At least it fucking worked. I'm gonna show you what I wanted it to do though on Instagram. Wait. Dude. It made it the story on Instagram. It made it my story, not a reel. Dude. What the fuck? It added it to my story. I hope you get 100 subscribers, but you got to check out your audio. Your mic is knocking and tapping and dragging. It's brutal. Okay, good to know. My mic is right here, and yeah, I gotta. Maybe I'll set it up so that way it's like hanging from the ceiling, so I don't fucking touch it anymore. I appreciate the call out. I didn't know I was touching it and shit. Appreciate the call out. All right, well, I'm gonna get that far the fuck away from me. What the fuck? Why did it add to the story though? Why did it add to the story though? Like what? Okay. I mean, yo, it worked. At least it worked. At least it fucking worked. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right, so now that we have the end-to-end workflow, right? You know, image, generate the video, and then add a sound, and then upload it to Posters. We have the workflow down. So now we just have to dial in the skill file, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know how I got that sound. So we're gonna get some feedback. Okay, so it worked. But here's what we need to do instead. One, the creator, the person in the video needs to be in the POV position where it looks like they're recording on their phone with the front-facing camera. And walking somewhere scenic. And giving a unique facial gesture or something, then showing the area where they're at. Two, it posted to the Instagram story. It needs to post to Instagram Reels. Look into Posters and change it to post to Reels instead. Three, you're looking for royalty-free sounds to integrate into our video. I don't want that either. If the sound works and is viral on TikTok, it's good enough for me to integrate into our video. So be sure when doing the web search, we find the actual trending sounds and integrate them properly. Update the workflow. And let's try again. Give me the new newest npx command, the newest npm command to run that goes with that. All right. So now that we have it working, now we need to make sure that it works well. Oh, shit. We also didn't add a caption. We're missing a caption, a text caption in the center of the screen using the classic font that's white with black borders. Figure out how to add that too. Look it up on Posters or however these APIs work. So I think once we get the POV shot, we get an actual viral sound. I guess it was a viral sound. The one we listened to, it was a viral sound. Not fitting for that video, but once we get the viral sound, we get the right POV shot, maybe somewhere crazy, and then we get the caption on the screen, then I think we should be good. And then also not posting to, it needs to post to Reels, not the story. So, but, I mean, hey, for a first shot on goal, not bad. Creator labeled as AI generated. Post labeled by creator. The creator marked this content was generated or edited with AI. TikTok has not confirmed that this is accurate. Okay, we need to not label it with AI. We need to do that too. Also, the way that you're labeling the video in the Posters API, it's optional to mark it as made with AI. Let's not mark it as made by AI just because it's optional. We need to not do that shit again. Fix Instagram posting. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that video on TikTok too, because I don't know why that would ever get pushed. But I will say, the one thing I will say, the generated image of a person did look really good. It did look really good. I'm like, yo, that's just too funny, bro. Like, what the fuck? We're gonna delete the story, and we're gonna give it another shot. We're gonna give it another shot. All right. Okay. Let's see. Also, this dude, has the mic been better? Is it still slamming around and stuff, or we're doing better on that? Would appreciate to know. You still going? It's good? Okay. Did it stop? I think it got stuck out. Okay, that looks like it's working this time. Yeah, we don't give a shit about royalty free. Good findings. Let me break down what needs to change. Let me build all of this. Instagram Reels, there's no real post and posts. Reels equal post type post plus video. Your account is in Instagram standalone, not Instagram. The agent was likely using the wrong type. Text overlay, FFmpeg, draw text filter, trending sounds, drop the royalty-free sound approach, find actual viral TikTok sounds, POV selfie walk, motion prompt change, remove AI disclosure, drop the video made with AI. Yeah, we don't need that shit. Okay. Instagram Reels, there's no real post type in post is. Reels equal post type of post plus video. Your account is in Instagram standalone, not Instagram. The agent was likely using the wrong type. Okay? I mean, as long as it's going to work. I'll tell you what, guys, if this shit fucking goes, we're gonna rock this up. You're going to rock this up, bro. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Yep. This next video will be good. That was a good fire test, but we're gonna make this next one actually solid. Are you using Claude Max Plan? This is Cursor. I'm rocking Cursor, but I also have the Claude Max Plan for sure. I have both. The Cursor team DM'd me randomly and gave me like a year's worth of credits. So I just use Cursor because it's like I just got unlimited intelligence. I don't even need it. I don't even know when the next time my credit card's gonna get charged with Cursor, just because I have so many credits. Okay. Cursor is expensive, but when they give it to you for free, it becomes pretty cheap. All right, here's updated train command. Stop the worker, restart it. All right, the new add text overlay tool needs to be compiled first. All right. Okay. All right, chat, we're about to do it again. Let's see if we can get a fire video posted. I'm gonna let it sit overnight this time. If we can get a good shot I'm gonna let it sit overnight. We're gonna see how many views it gets between now and tomorrow. So I'll keep them both on both Waybend accounts, and I'll update you guys. If you guys want, I'm probably gonna be ending the live here pretty soon after this run, and I'll be live again tomorrow, same time. So come on the Discord, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow, and the game plan for tomorrow will be setting up slideshows. So I'll have an end-to-end workflow by the end of tonight that's going to, we're going to see how it goes right now for making short-form videos. Tomorrow is going to be all about slideshows. The day after, I'm going to set up a workflow for doing ads. The day after, I'm going to do Reddit and LinkedIn and X. And then the day after that, I'm going to do Google ads. And then from there, I pretty much have everything. Like, you'll have everything that you really need to know to grow a business online completely autonomously. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Okay. Great. So now we got the next one lined up here. So we're running the next Nano Banana test run here. And we're going to generate the video. But animate the character using generate video Clang. Cool. So now we're running Clang. POV selfie walk, woman recording herself walking through a stunning golden. We're about to find out. We're about to find out where our woman is gonna be at. Automation Effect. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate you coming by tonight and hanging out. We'll definitely check in. Best of luck. Appreciate you, brother. I'll be live tomorrow. See you then. Oh, it says woman mid-20s, warm brown skin, warm linen shirt, golden hour in Paris, cityscape background, Eiffel Tower in bokeh. Okay, so we'll have a good Eiffel Tower shot. All right. Let's see where it gets, chat. Let's see where it gets. We'll get another post out. See right there, we got a blank on TikTok. We got a blank on Instagram. We're gonna cross post to both of them right now, and let's see if we can get a solid shot here. Let's see if we can get a solid shot. One solid video today with a viral sound, and I'm off the bed. Yo, if you're in Kick right now, I'm curious. Send a message in the chat. Like one person just been watching me on Kick this whole time. Got a bunch of us here on YouTube. And about 100 or so people on X. This will be it. Let's see what we can generate here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can generate. And then see what this got. We'll see what this got. Got probably like another 50 seconds or so before we're off to the races. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Real curious to see what this is gonna generate. For those of you that are just joining right now, what we're doing is we're building a 24/7 nonstop running agent to build, scale, and run a company completely autonomously. And we're training it to do one specific task right now. And that task is take an image, turn it into a POV style video with a nice long caption, attach a viral sound, and then automatically post it to TikTok. and Instagram completely autonomously. So I could have this run all day and all night if I wanted to. And so far we are waiting for it to post to Instagram. We can see over here that we are in the middle of posting it. The character image was generated. Now we're moving straight into phase 2, animating with Kling 3.0. And it should be done generating here in the next few seconds. Yep, it's generated. And we're now finding the viral sound and we're injecting it into the video. So research trending TikTok sounds this week. With web search, find downloadable version of the actual viral sound, then download it. So phase 1 complete, phase 2 complete, and now we are finding that viral sound. So it should now be merging it with FFmpeg. I need a downloadable audio file. The best approach is here. Okay, so it found the audio file. And now it is adding that audio file into our video. And we're going to get it posted. Let's see. Harry Styles, Aperture, Cinematic, Day in the Life, trending in March 2026. Don Toliver, E85. So those are one of those are going to be the viral sounds that our agent uses here. I need to find downloadable file. Okay. Let's see. What's the... Okay, it looks like we merged it. Phase 1 and 2 are done. It looks like it merged, it downloaded the sound. Okay. All right, so let's check with the AI really quick and see if we're on the right pace here. I guess it's starting to realize that it's not able to download the sound, however it's trying to. No, I got it. It got it. Yep, it just merged it. No. YTDLP. Okay, so it's downloading, doing a YouTube sound downloader. The standard tool for extracting audio from YouTube. I mean, that's perfect. We'll let it do that. But we did end up finding another sound. Upload to post is, I think we're good. I think we, phase 3, audio merged, got both TikTok channels, video uploaded to post is. We're gonna get it uploaded, but we don't know if we got the viral sound in it, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. Publishing to both platforms simultaneously. So we haven't gotten it yet. Let's see. Okay. Still no upload yet. Should have been uploaded by now. There's the picture, video. Let's see. I'm going to drop all this in the chat and see if we got it uploaded. Let's see if we got it. So I don't see it yet. I need the host's URL. What the fuck? Is it generating an image again? Something in a fresh sense. What the fuck? It got all the way to the end and then broke because we couldn't extract the audio. What happened, bro? So yeah, it looks like the problem, the agent found trending sounds, but then tried to download audio from Pixabay, all returning 403. The download file tool does a simple HTTP GET, which doesn't work on these platforms. Okay. Okay. So things actually look really good. It's just a timing issue. Phase 1, 2, 3, 4. Video uploaded. Got both channel IDs. What went wrong? The agent tried to use Post's integration scheduled tool post through a ZOD error, and then spent time remaining checking TikTok and Instagram schemas to understand the correct format. Resuming were two tasks left, posting in both platforms. The pipeline itself worked end to end. The only issue was Post's integration scheduled post tool failing, which is a Post's MCP bug. The agent was falling back to Post's ask Post's, which has worked for posting in previous runs. Also note, the agent is still using the old code before the download audio tool. You know, I think this is the issue with using MCPs, guys. You are relying on another company's agent to do what you need it to do. Fuck MCPs, man. Fuck MCPs. I'm literally going to go back to using an API. Code, just answer. Post's integration list failed with must not have additional properties. Yeah, we're gonna kill that fucking MCP, bro. The Post's REST API has 3 endpoints. We need replace the MCP with direct API calls. Yeah, the MCP is just not it, bro. Just not it. But hey, we'll still run this and see what happens. Might as well while we wait for it to fix the issue. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But hey, at least we got a video posted tonight, chat. At least we got a video posted tonight. At least we got it to do what we needed it to do. That's the core of it all. We got it to do what we needed it to do. That'll set us up for being in a good position tomorrow. fuck? There we go. Got my mouse back. All right. Alrighty. Should have it to a place where it's going to post the video now. Okay. And we're going to have to dial this the fuck in. I have to dial this in tomorrow morning. That's what I'm going to do. I'll wake up tomorrow and just focus on dialing this down. So it gets to a good place. Okay. Post is good channels, create posts. All right, well, we're almost done, so at least we have a good backup plan for the future. No longer will be using that fucking MCP. All right, the video's done. Now it's going to research the sounds. Hopefully we get it this time, chat. Hopefully we get it this time. Should be able to get it. Okay, we got the, not the audio file, but we got that. Harry Styles Aperture music video. How we doing? We cooking? Are we cooking? Add the text caption overlay. Okay, did it? It did it? Character image generation, that succeeded. Downloading the Kling video with the audio. Download tool is working. Okay, so it's going, it's flowing. Aperture downloaded. I have all the info I need to create and post on both platforms simultaneously. Okay. All right, this is where we got to last time. I'm hoping that this will just work. Is it about to post? All right. No post yet. It's about to post yes. Add text overlay failed. FFmpeg on your machine doesn't have the draw text filter compiled. Agent still uses the post as MCP. I don't care about that. Phase 5. Update your short form video. It works. It works. All right, chat. Let's see how the video did. Let's see how the video did. Both posts are live. Let me check back. Mark the task complete and update the skill. All right, let's see. Let's see. Here we go. We're gonna see how this performs tomorrow. I'm gonna leave it online. Let's check it out. What the fuck? At least it has the picture of her, right? Like it at least kind of has her holding it like POV style. The background's better. It's a little slow, you know, it's animating her cinematically rather than more authentically, so we can change the prompt to do that. And the caption looks good. Now let's see if we got it posted on Instagram. It is. Boom. It's on Instagram, and we can see 12 ways to use AI to make money while you sleep. Build an AI content agent that posts daily. Sell AI-generated digital products on Etsy/Gumroad. Perfect. So obviously still a lot of work to be done at iterating on making sure that these videos actually perform well. But in terms of the general end-to-end pipeline, we have something good. We have something good. It's going to take work to dial this in. But ultimately, we have something now that works end-to-end, is functional, is posting videos. It didn't add a caption like we wanted it to, but that's okay. I can continue to work on this tomorrow, and it's going to get a lot better. So, you know, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to mark it for today's stream. You know, we've been live for the last 8 hours. Appreciate you guys that have been with me the whole time. The better part of the last week, my streams have been starting to really get pushed here on YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please leave a like on this video. It'll help me so much get more people to check out the content. I have a lot more coming out over the next week. Again, tomorrow I'm going to be doing slideshows on TikTok and Instagram. You're going to see the final copy of the way all of this looks, because I'm going to spend all day tomorrow refining it so that way we can get content posted end to end. And then I'm going to do posting on LinkedIn/Reddit. I'm going to do meta ads. I'm going to do Google ads. I'm going to do all that stuff and more over the next week, so I can show you guys how to build and set up your own agents to build businesses and make money while you sleep. So that's the objective. We're at $0 of 100K a month without me. If you guys appreciate the content, you like it, again, leave a subscribe, leave a like. I fuck with you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Also, yeah, one last thing. Check out the Discord. Go to my link in bio, join the Discord. I'm messaging and helping people out there. Next time I'll probably, next time on stream, I'll jump in a voice channel, and if you want to chat with me while I'm streaming, feel free to hop in for that. But that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you all coming.